What's up everyone, David here filling in on the VR recap this week. Microsoft has had a busy week showcasing a bunch of new VR research projects. Firstly, the company showed Dreamwalker, which maps city-scale locations to virtual environments and lets you walk around in them. It really frees the limitations on VR locomotion if you're prepared to look like a Ghostbuster. Not only that, but we also got a look at a new eye tracking technique that gives players a helping hand without breaking immersion. And finally, we saw a prototype VR controller that provides force feedback when grabbing small objects. These are all strictly prototypes, so there's no telling if we could ever see them as real products. This week we also got a bunch of release dates which are too exciting to not mention in the recap. First of all is Doctor Who: The Edge of Time, which is coming to PC VR and PSVR November 12th, while Fast Travel Games' Curious Tale of the Stolen Pets arrives on all headsets on November 14th. Sticking with Fast Travel, the team is co-developing Budget Cuts 2, which will be launching on December 12th. And then when you add Stormland and PSVR versions of Gorn and Budget Cuts 1 into the mix, there's still a lot of releases to look forward to even this year. As you probably know, Gearbox Software's Borderlands 2 finally hit PC VR headsets this week, well, most of them at least. Though the game's Steam listing said it supported the Valve Index headset initially, users immediately reported issues with the Index controllers not showing up in-game. Gearbox has now removed the Index listing on Steam and issued a statement saying its inclusion was a mistake. No word yet on if full support will be added in, but it's safe to say Index fans are not happy. Grab your wallets because there's a few cool releases to talk about this week. Borderlands 2 VR might not work on Index very well, but if you have a Rift or a Vive, you should be able to play the entire original RPG shooter with all of its DLC included. New DLC for Five Nights at Freddy's VR on PSVR gets the game ready for some Halloween celebrations. And finally, Baobab Studios' most recent VR animation, Bonfire, brings an adorable adventure to PSVR. Now to take a look at what you guys have been saying this week. In response to Borderlands 2 VR retracing its said support of Valve Index, Ad got to try it out before and seriously felt let down by it. In response to Microsoft's eye tracking research, this commenter seems to need more examples of its use. As for Microsoft's city-scale VR system, you guys were much more on board. And don't worry, like always, we've got a batch of codes for a new VR game here in our giveaway for this week. Follow the link down below to enter this week's giveaway, and good luck! Thanks for tuning in. While you wait for next week's roundup, why not check out these other great videos?